Okay, good morning all. I will start today's session. Okay, in the previous class we discussed about need analysis. Okay, we are going to analyze need of any problem or need of any product by considering specifications, standard of performance and constraints. Okay, so in this class we are going to discuss about need analysis by considering an example. So that is the hand drying in a hostel dining hall. Okay, so this is the product. So hand dryer is the product for which you have to think about how you can analyze the need. What are the specifications and what are the required standard of performance? Based on that, this product will be evaluated, and what are the constraints. Okay, so those things, so you must analyze. So this is the preliminary need statement. A system to remove excess moisture from ants, and there are many hand dryers available in the market. Okay, you can see these hand dryers in hotels. Okay, similarly, so here the problem is, so you want to design a new hand dryer for hostel dining hall like MC hostel, boys hostel. Okay, then for designing. Okay, so to rise. So here you know the function of this hand dryer. It has to remove moisture from the ants so that ants will get dried. Okay, so in a hostel every day, so you may use it for 6 times. That means every day you are going for hostel dining hall thrice 3 times. Okay, before eating food you are going to wash your hands, then again you are going to use the hand dryer, then after having lunch or after having breakfast, again you are going to wash your hands, so then also you need hand dryer. Okay, so totally per day every student may use this hand dryer 6 times. Okay, so now what are the specifications? Before going for designing, you should know the specifications. Okay, what are the specifications required for hand dryer? Hmm? So you can start typing your answer. Okay, specifications. Okay, what are the specifications required for this hand dryer? ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಿದೆಯಾ ವಾಯ್ಸ್? ಕೃಷ್ಣ ವೈದ್ಯ?
ಸರ್ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ.
Okay. So what are the specifications of a hand dryer? So this specification, how many hostel, college hostel? Okay, so that means there are 400 pairs of hands, 2-hour period, 3 times a day. So that means for breakfast, for lunch, there will be a timings. So timings may be 7 to 9 for breakfast, then 12 to 2 for lunch. Okay, then 7 to 9 for dinner, like that. So there's a time period during which students will come into the hostel dining hall. At that time they are going to use this hand dryer. Okay, you should know the number of users. So that is one specification. That is 400 pairs of hands. That means 400 students are going to use this hand dryer. And again, so the they are going to use it for a period of 2 hours. That means this is the distributed time duration during which these 400 students are going to use the hand dryers. Okay, and number of times per day, 3 times. Next, you should have information regarding the amount of moisture in the ants. Okay, on an average, based on the study they conducted, on an average, so the moisture content is in between 1.6 gram to 2.1 gram. So this is the moisture content in a pair of ants. Next, maximum rate. So 180 pairs in a 15-minute period. So that means even though it is breakfast or lunch hour is distributed for 2 hours, or duration is distributed for 2 hours, there will be a peak time at which most of the students come to the dining hall. Okay, so that also you need to get an information about that also. Okay, so that is 180 pairs in 15-minute period. So that means your hand dryer should remove moisture quickly, so that 180 pairs of hands can be dried within 15 minutes. Okay, so these are the specifications for hand dryer. Next, standard of performance. Okay, drying method should protect ants. Okay, when you go for drying the moisture content in the hand, okay, so you should not get heat to the hands. Okay, so you should not get affected, or you should not get injured. Okay, so that is the drying method should protect hands. Then attention of user be minimal. So that means while using the hand dryer, if students are not paying attention, should not be any consequences. The Okay, so you must design a system such that it can accommodate students of different heights. Next, constraints. Designing and manufacturing constraints depend upon the actual organization where the design will be done and the system is fabricated. Okay, this is one such design. Okay, so this is one of the design of hand dryer. So it consists of fans, and it consists of a heating coil and a cutter. This is the stick of absorbent. Okay, so here A is the fan. Okay, so here they have given the description. One possible hand dryer. Fan blows air past heater element. So this is the fan. It will blow air to the heater. Okay, so here from the fan blow it, this heater is going to receive air. Okay, so that air is heated using this coil. Okay, so from the fan air is supplied, and that air is heated by the coil. So then here this cutter is going to receive, or this air, heated air will pass through this area. Okay, where absorbent is added to the heated air. Okay, so this cutter will remove some amount of absorbent from the absorbent stick. Okay, this is, you can consider it as a soap like chemical. Okay, so which acts like absorbent of moisture content in the hand. Okay, so that will be removed in terms of flakes. Okay, or in terms of small particles that will get mixed with the art. Okay, then art absorbent. So available at this location where students are going to insert their hands. Okay, when they insert their hands, the stream of hot air with absorbent, okay, will absorb the moisture content in the hand, so that hands become dry. Again, this air with absorbent, okay, so will be sucked by another fan kept at this location. Okay, this is one possible design. These springs are used to feed the absorbent. Okay, so this is used to feed the absorbent to the cutter. Okay, this is one possible solution of hand dryer. Similarly, you can go for generating ideas in the next phase. Okay, and then you can evaluate and you can choose one optimal design solution for further implementation. So this is how it works. Okay. So like this, you must be able to identify some of the specifications, standard of performance, and constraints for various products. Okay, so CIE for your CIE, first 2 units is the syllabus, and CIE pattern is 2 questions for 10 marks, and there is no choice. Okay, you have to attend 2 questions. Each question will be for 10 marks. Okay, so by looking at the sample questions, you may get an idea. Okay, so what type of questions you can get in the internals. Okay, so you cannot copy from the study material as it is. You don't get if you know concepts, you can write answers for CIE. Okay, you don't get an opportunity to copy from any other study material or any other source. Even if you copy from your friends, okay, easily I can identify. Since so 2 answers cannot be alike. So the same answers ಬರೆಯಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. Okay, so that's why. So try to understand the concepts, apply, write on your own. Okay, these are some of the sample questions. Okay, preliminary need statement: a method for killing the mosquitoes which transmit malarial fever. Okay, next question is: can you change this preliminary need statement to broaden the search space for solutions? Discuss the benefits of the broader formulation. So in the first class itself, we discussed how preliminary need statement should be framed. Okay, it should be as general as possible. At the same time, it should convey the actual nature of the problem. Okay, here in this question, they have specified the preliminary need statement: a method for killing the mosquitoes which transmit malarial fever. Okay, but you have to think about changing this preliminary need statement to broaden the search space for solutions. Okay, how you can rewrite this preliminary need statement so that more number of solutions can be generated. Okay, you can try to type your answers. So here you have to rewrite the preliminary need statement so that your solutions, you can generate more number of solutions. Okay, method to prevent generation of mosquitoes. Okay, then others. Okay, Krishna Vaidya, how this will enhances the possibility of generating more solutions? What modification you did in the preliminary statement? Krishna Vaidya.
Yes, sir.
How is it possible to generate more solutions with this type of need statement?
Sir, we can stop the generation of mosquito like.
Okay, so the problem with this statement is, so here they are specifying a method to solve this problem, that is killing the mosquitoes. Okay, you know, to solve mosquito problem we have many options. You may make use of coils, okay, mosquito coils, or you can make use of bats. By using that you are killing the mosquitoes. At the same time, you can go for spraying some chemicals. Okay, or you can avoid keeping water in a open space. Okay, like that there are many methods. Suppose if you restrict your ideas just to kill mosquitoes, like killing mice, when we discussed about the problem with mice eating the grains in a uh, okay, so in a warehouse. So there also, if you go for killing mice, the number of possible solutions will get reduced. Here also, instead of stating it as killing mosquito, if you can change the statement such that it is about reducing the number of mosquitoes than killing the mosquitoes. Okay, so then the problem, then you can generate more number of solutions. So again, this can be a solution when it is not about killing the mosquitoes. Okay, so if it is about killing the mosquitoes, then precautions solutions which concentrate on precautions. Okay, so they will get eliminated. Next, another possible question: carry out the need analysis for the problem of voice recording of only the important points made in a lecture without having any prior knowledge of when those points will be made. Okay, if you can come up with a solution for this problem, okay, so you can start your own startup. Okay, since most of the classes are conducted online. Okay, so in if a lecture is delivering a lecture for 1 hour, out of 1 hour, if you are able to identify which are the important points he covered in 1 hour duration, okay, then that will be very useful for students, and even that will be very useful during internals also. Okay, during internals they can watch the recorded video where important points are separated from the main lecture. Okay, so this is the problem area. Carry out the need analysis for the problem of voice recording of only the important points made in a lecture without having any prior knowledge of when those points will be made. Okay, how this can be achieved? Is it possible, or it is not possible? Okay, giving keywords at the start of the class so that you can listen only the topics given in the keyword. Okay, here it is not about it is not a problem with lecture. Okay, so a lecture will deliver a lecture as usual, but as one who is taking a business idea out of this need, okay, you have to identify how you can segregate the important points from a lecture. What strategy are you going to adopt to separate important points from a lecture and making that as a separate video? It may be by using an application, by using a software. Okay, if you upload a video of 1 hour lecture, that should be reduced to 10 minutes with all important points covered in that lecture. Okay, is it possible? Only you can answer for this question. Is it possible? Like by juice. Okay, Kenjom.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's possible, sir.
How is it possible?
Sir, but the student has to have some knowledge, sir, beforehand, like some keywords. Then
okay, you can develop an app where you are uploading the 1 hour lecture. Okay, then that application should identify some keywords like in the in between lecture, if the if the lecture says, okay, so this is very important. So your application should start, okay, so editing the or taking the video content from that point. Okay, so this is very important. Okay, you have to concentrate more on this. You may get this kind of questions. Like that, you can have some keywords. Okay, and you might think about finding a solution. Okay. Next, there is another problem. Okay, carry out need analysis of a sanitary pad dispenser. Okay, so you know one famous man who worked on this sanitary napkin. Okay, there is a Bollywood film also. Okay, which is that movie?
Padman.
Padman. Okay, so who is the person in reality who worked on this issue? Okay, Padman. Okay, so he's from Tamil Nadu, Arunachalam. Okay, Arunachalam Padmanathan, like that there is a name. Okay, so here also, so if you are designing a machine which can, okay, so dispense the sanitary napkins. Okay, then you have to collect the need. Who are the users? Whether they are school students, college students, or it is used in public place, or it is used by whether people who have knowledge of reading a particular language, or it is used by illiterates who cannot read. So then you have to design such that based on a consumer base, okay, who are the users, okay, of this dispenser. Then you have to think about the capacity, okay, how many sanitary napkins should be accommodated in that system, whether it is 50, 100, 150, okay, that is another specification. And then what is the time taken, okay, to dispense one sanitary napkin at a time. These are the specifications. Okay, like that in the internals you may get any product. Okay, it may be car, bike, okay, laptop, mobile phone, okay, or even a chair. Okay, so like that you may get any product. For that you may have to do need analysis, you may have to write preliminary need statement. Okay, so be ready for that. Okay, so this completes unit 2. So I will start unit. I will take 1 minute.